Finally, we are seeing a major crackdown on democracy activists in Hong Kong. For all the details on that story, let's get over to Eunice Yoon. She's standing by in Beijing. Eunice?
Thanks so much, Becky. Well, the police cast a wide net in the raids, rounding up outspoken Beijing bashers to moderates, and that really suggests that the tolerance level for any criticism of the government is very, very low. 1,000 police took part in the raids, and they were targeting the opposition lawmakers and other activists who had organized an informal primary last year. Ultimately, that was meant to help pro-democracy lawmakers gain more influence in their legislature, which is normally stacked with Beijing loyalists. Security officials today had said that the opposition's move could be considered, quote, subversive and an attempt to overthrow the government under the new security law. An American lawyer was also among those arrested, and that raised concerns about the safety for expatriates. Antony Blinken, the nominee by President-elect Joe Biden for Secretary of State, weighed in, tweeting that the crackdown is, quote, an assault on those bravely advocating for universal rights. Beijing reacted, saying that Hong Kong people's rights are not being affected. But what I think is interesting is the wide range of the crackdown, because it really conflicts with the original message of from Beijing that the national security law is meant to close loopholes for their security defenses in the city, as opposed to silencing the entire city.
Eunice, what comes next? I mean, we've been watching this, and it feels almost like a replay of a story we've done half a dozen times, probably more, over the course of this year. We keep saying, okay, we're waiting, we're watching. What should we be waiting and watching for at this point?
Well, I think if you talk to activists or people within the international business community, they're expecting Beijing to continuously tighten. One activist that I was talking to said that the veneer that Hong Kong has any real freedoms away from Beijing has been completely ripped off with this crackdown, because it was just seen as so massive. And also, like I said, rounding up several different voices of who are people who are critical of Beijing. So I think that's going to happen. But, Beijing continues to march forward with its economic perks for the city. And I think economically, at this point, Beijing wants to make sure that Hong Kong is not seen as a loser in all of this. And so, there's still probably going to be a lot of money and pumped into the city from Beijing, and a lot of policies to try to make it successful.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.